My name is Rod, and I like to party.
My name is Shaq Gamer, and I like to party.
And I know for a fact you don't party.
Get it on!
So I had to start tonight's video off with an homage to one of my favorite movies, Hot Rod. Huge fan of Andy Samberg, and that movie is just wonderful. So I do suggest you take a look at that. Tis I, Shaq Gamer, coming to you from glorious Shatville. Thank you so much for joining me this evening for this great video. It's going to be regarding Corey's blast from Wisconsin. He's on the road with his team and a bunch of community members from Honeyland, that is. And he dropped a juicy video, a roadmap essentially for the rest of the year. And I'm here to kind of try and give you the bits that I got psyched about and got pumped up about, but that is not indicative of the entire video. I will link to it in the description below, so be sure to check it out, because I'm trying to take his hour-long video and crunch it down into about a 10-minute nugget. So let's just get into it with the grainy bit of information here. This is obviously the first 5 weeks of Honeyland. So what more can you say? It's been just wild. You can see the numbers here. The one obviously that catches my eye, as you may or may not know, I am a big burn guy and deflationary token guy. And the bottom right shows the amount of HXD burned so far. And we are at 579,000 HXD burned. And I think it was a week or a week and a half ago, maybe, that it was at I want to say 323. I can't remember the number exactly. It was either 323 or 316,000. So in that amount of time, it has jumped up a great deal. So, I mean, huge numbers. The amount of harvests and hunts that are happening, I'm actually quite shocked with the number of breeds and hatchings, especially the hatchings, because I'm not finding all that many egg shards, but the breeds, I thought those might have been flipped, but the numbers are what they are. So I'm pretty pumped. I mean, the fact that there are 67, almost 60, going on 6,800 players, whether they're all active daily or not, I'm not sure, but this is a number of, I'm gonna guess, wallets that are registered and signed up, at least at this point. So things are looking great. The numbers are awesome. They are expanding the number of regions that Honeyland will be available on the marketplaces, on Apple, Android, Saga, and Samsung. So I mean, that is expanding, so that's always great news. Going to be bringing in more players, a lot of Asian markets, and a couple of European, and I think maybe even a South American one or two as well. You'll have to check out the video for full details. Anyway, I've got a quick little list here of things that they did touch on, that he did touch on, that have me just super pumped. So, number one, the land that has been revealed at this point is only half of Universe 1. So they're going to be opening up the second half, along with they're going to be having a land mint along with the opening of the second half. So that land mint is going to be coming at the end of June, early July-ish, which is about 2,000. However, I believe a part of that was already minted with HXD about 2 months ago. So I believe it might have been 500-600. Again, check out the video for the exact numbers, but the second half is going to be opened up late June, early July. So that's awesome. And then once that happens, they're going to actually do the land reveals and just showing the artwork of the new land. So I'm pretty pumped about that. I have at least one. I don't recall if I ended up getting a second piece of land at the same time with the HXD. I think it was just a one. Regardless, I'm very much looking forward to actually getting more land, and really disappointed that I had to sell off a couple pieces earlier on. That stings. Moving on. There's going to be a halving event coming. They are doing what is known as, or what they're calling, a cliff halving, which means that day of the halving, it is just cut in half. And then there's going to be a sloped halving, which is for anything like breeding. It's going to be slowly released. So it's not that you end up holding on to your HXD in order to breed or hatch eggs or anything that costs money or costs HXD, pardon me there, that is going to be sloped. Anything else like your earnings going to be slashed and cliffed, as they like to call it, right away. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Universe 2 is going to be actually revealed and opened up at before the end of the year. So that was pretty cool. We'll have to wait and see what that is all about. It might be space. He did go through, I keep saying he did go through a lot of stuff regarding a social aspect to the game, which is going to be pretty cool. There's going to be a friend leaderboard referral type things going on and social media connections where you're going to be ending up getting into Discord and Twitter and just making it easy to post things that you are doing and achievements that you have made within the game to social media and posting them on social media easily. And I guess just driving more eyes to the project, which I feel like they're doing a good job. Hopefully their numbers are in line with where they expect to be at this point, because I love it. I'm addicted. Next, on to games. They're in-game games. So right now we have the Bumble Bash, which is my favorite, the whack-a-mole-esque type game. And they are going to be coming out with 2 more. One is Paul and Pop, which is essentially like the match 3 type game, and then a Wordle type game. So from all 3 of those, they're going to end up having tournaments, which I can't wait for the Bumble Bash. I feel like I'm pretty good at it, so I can't wait for that to happen and for the release of these other games to get in on some of those tournaments, because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's going to be HXD or in-game rewards, things that can be used. So whether that is in HXD or shards or something, it's going to be usable within the game. They're building a new marketplace, their own marketplace within the app, so that should be huge. There's a piece down below with regards to the SFT, which are things like, I guess it would be similar to egg shards, where if you create enough, you build a mythic or a legendary item, you would then be able to go to the marketplace and then trade it, sell it, do whatever there within the game. So you're not touching any of the external marketplaces, Apple, Google, those stores, and incurring those fees. It's all going to be done in HXD. They're going to have extra raffles. Again, these raffles are going to be in HXD, but they just can't seem to stop giving things away or finding ways to give things away, which is always awesome. Again, they're just trying to make it more fun to keep your HXD in the game and just keep that engine going. And as we do, we'll see that burn continues to go up, which drives the circulating supply down, which should obviously in turn drive up. I'm not speculating. None of this is financial advice. I don't know. But I mean, as far as supply and demand goes, if your supply dwindles, your demand remains the same, the cost and price should go up. But I'm not saying that it's going to. I don't want to cause or be an external source to say for SEC action, because man, you guys are just messed up in the States sometimes. I just don't get it. The government side of things, regulators, no, you people are great. And so yeah, that was the other thing. Raffles, SFTs, I covered that earlier. And brand partnerships was kind of like the last thing that kind of caught my eye, where they are looking to, no, it's not going to necessarily be advertising for the sake of advertising, where let's say you're in a game and you want to collect something else or get more of something, you watch an ad and then they give you more tokens, more whatever, gold bars, whatever it might be. This is more along the lines of asking a brand. He used Taco Bell. I might have chosen a different brand at this point, but I'm just not a fan of Taco Bell. No, huge fan, should not be a fan of Taco Bell is what I should say. But I am a fan, just I know I shouldn't be. In that, you know, they have, let's say the Bumble Bash on every Tuesday. They ask Taco Bell if they want to sponsor, I guess, the tournament of the day. And, you know, obviously there'd be some sort of banner, but it's not It's not at the expense of our time. It's at the expense of Taco Bell paying in to be a sponsor, to get their logo and everything on that game. Anyway, this stuff is just awesome. I know I've gone over. I'm sure at this point I have gone over. So hopefully I can edit this down to be under that 10-minute mark. But that being said, I will leave a link to that video. I am super pumped and bullish still on Honeyland and the team. My God, I do hope that they have a great time in Wisconsin, and that that everybody from the community who's there just has a blast. And I can't wait to hear stories. But that should wrap things up for now. If you like this sort of content, do hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. I am trying to hit 250 subscribers. That would be my next goal. And do leave a comment down below and let me know how I can make things better going forward, because I do want to make things better. I do want to grow this channel, and I guess you can hit me on Twitter at ShackGamer80 as well, or you can follow me on Twitch at ShackGamer80 there. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday evenings, and again on Saturday mornings. So that does it for me. This is iShackGamer coming to you from glorious Shadville. As always, stay healthy, stay safe, a lot of love. I'm out. Peace.